Legasp. Hello. Good evening. We are going to play more Stormblood. I am excited. Stormblood cool. Hello main account, how are you doing? But no main today, it is Benui time. Well, maybe later, but not now. Benui time is not preventing me from playing my main in my off time. It's just preventing me from playing my main on stream. I know. Shocking. Okay, something is not correct here. Oh boy. Okay, so my user space stuff is using a lot of CPU. But like, not that much. Something is eating my CPU right now. But there's a bonus 10% load. On top of the load that I'm creating. But also, why am I creating so much? Ugh. I really ought to get a fucking iPhone someday. Okay, so this is gonna be a bit jank. But I want to see how the load changes if I turn the... Oh boy. Yeah, it's not calibrated at all. Don't mind the weird angles. Hello. Okay, I want the angle to be a bit higher at least. Okay, that's better. Yeah, so that definitely does a number if that's not running. Excuse me. There is 10% load just kind of going into OBS, and it's just two browser sources that are just eating all of it. I wonder which ones they are. I mean, stuff will stop working if I kill them. So that's a different one. Okay, that's definitely this one. Okay. So that isn't a browser source. The Twitch stream panel? Really? Ja, große. Hmm. Well. Why is that eating so much? Twitch, what have you done? Okay. Ah, that is weird. Anyway. That is just positively eating everything. The shocked expression. But no. Oh wait, I learned something recently. Hold on. Gonna modify settings real quick. I definitely want this. Oh, Looks like my webcam can only do 30 FPS. But I'm gonna limit it anyway. Gonna limit it to 15. That should still be relatively good tracking. Like on 15, it's not really registering the blinking anymore. Let's try 20. Nah. $30 it is. Oh well. Anyhow. Sid time. Actually, it's Nero time, but... Oh crap, that game's in German. Hold up. That's not the right language. Yeah. The levitator was great indeed. Well, okay, so let me just grab the correct language. Today is a very scuffed experience. Okay. Maybe I'll just restart stream, who knows? Nah. Just kidding. Whoa, VTube Studio is having a moment. What the fuck? It just shot up to 40 FPS for no reason. reactivating the hook. But come to think of it, do I still have the NDI plugin? I could try that if that does anything. I don't appear to have the NDI plugin still. That is very unfortunate. Oh well. I'm fucking stupid. That's still German. I didn't change the language when I restarted the game. Okay, let's actually play the game in the correct language. Oh my god. That was awkward. Ah well. Let's go. Actually for real this time. Amazing how it does that when you use it correctly. Wow. I am so impressed. There we go. Hello. Nothing to see here. Frog! I doubt we'll be hearing from Biggs and Wedge for a while yet. Shall we push on in the meantime? Was the frog? I think it was. Reliable as ever. Without further ado then, let us move things along. According to the analysis, your next opponent, Delta 3, is named Halicarnassus. Halicarnassus, you say? The Queen of Dimension Castle? What? You know her? You mean you don't? Well, I suppose blue-blooded brats such as you would have no interest in humble folk tales. It appears a lesson is in order. Halicarnassus is a character from an ancient fable. In the tale, she is one of the chief antagonists, and as such, things are wont to unfold. She meets her end at the hands of the heroes. Incurably valiant youths, not unlike your adventurers friends here. Literary historians have speculated that the tale could be loosely based on events which took place in the 4th Astro Era, but little remains of that age, and there's no way to verify the claim. Indeed, most now assume the story to be a work of pure fiction. You mean to tell me that Omega is populating this grand experiment with fictional characters? It would seem your understanding is yet lacking. Scant grasp have I of that which man know and know not. Mark me, then. Omega hath no soul, no mind's eye in which to envision a rival. To bring forth new life, it must needs draw upon that which hath already been, its every creation being another conception, This limitation is concealed by the breadth of its experience. It possesseth the means to retain the knowledge of entire eras, and not only of this reflection, yet it perceiveth not this knowledge as we do. Fact, fiction. The distinction holdeth no meaning for Omega. All is equal in its eyes. If a thing is logical, it can be created. Such a wondrous weapon should exist! It surpasses my wildest imaginings. They were wild indeed. But I gather not everyone shares my excitement. What's the matter, Garland? Lost your nerve? Quite narrow. We adults are thinking. But mayhap now is not the time. Rain said he was ready to continue, so am I. Let's deal with Halicarnassus. I'm playing a lot of games lately where the game just gives me male pronouns. I don't want those, you can keep them. I mean, it's my choice for the Benui, but like, Joker's male too, like canonically. Are you a woman? Yes? Well, too bad. I don't honestly expect games that are so story-driven to give you the option between, like, multiple main characters. It's just funny. Well, excuse me, it's just funny to me. Wee, yosh. Ding! Delta escape. Hog. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. What fools are these who've entered my domain? No matter. Shall remain here for my pleasure. Ah, boy. The instant pull. Ah, crap, the frog. Frag. I remembered. Too late. Frag. I preserved my stacks. Let's go. I'm so happy I didn't use that yet. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, man. I'm not playing good right now. Oh, boy. What do these do again? I haven't been in here for a while. Ooh. Ah, right. Oh, no, that's not the center. Ah, let's go. It's advantageous when the hitboxes are really in your favor. There, you can stay here. Nice. So you want to be in your assigned square for this mechanic. And also you kind of want to be in those. Place token. Oh no! Yep, this is actually a board game. In case you didn't know. Dragon. Whee! I'm not at that. Perfect. Woo! Yes. Oh no. I'm just gonna refresh for good measure. Whatever. No, I forgot the frog again. Oh gosh. Ah! Live! Crap! I do not remember this fight. No, you don't. Ah, crap, you do. No. I think this way, yeah. It's a board game. Nah, crap. Nah. Bad. Whee! Suck. And that should be it then. Yup! Got him. Got her, rather. Boop. Hey, that didn't open the things. I don't have to get random items for no reason. Oh. I'm glad you're safe, Rain. For a moment there, feared you might croak. Forgive me, you deserve better than that. Thanks to you, we are but one victory away from clearing the Deltascape. Take as much as you need, old friend. You've earned it. Da, 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 da. Yay. The next battle is with Subject Delta 4, this test world's final resident. From what I've been able to gather, your opponent is, quote, a great tree born of an agglomeration of evil will, which assumes the form of a dark mage, all of which I suggest you ignore. His name is XIV. Yup, that's the Final Fantasy IV final boss. He's in here now. And he plays the role of chief antagonist in another ancient tale. Yep, that is basically Omega kind of witnessed all other Final Fantasy games and is now kind of just recreating the bosses from them. Though I was unable to glean the specifics, he appears to command the power of the void, as indeed the story states. When first I encountered the work, I naturally assumed said power to be a metaphor of sorts, but I'm quite sure Omega will have interpreted it as something more tangible. Alas, no amount of analytics can tell us what may happen when XIV calls upon the power of the void, which is to say, beware. Tell me something, Nero. What happens at the end of the tale? Why, good triumphs over evil and the heroes defeat XIV, of course. What did you expect? Expected exactly that, which is precisely what troubled me earlier. If the heroes won, why did Omega not make them its test subjects? If it seeks to determine the strongest being, why would it bother with those who were defeated? One moment, Link. Biggs! The control room, are you? What news? I see, very well. I'll tell the others. You two take care over there. Sorry for the interruption, that was Biggs. He reports that the stasis system shows every sign of being engaged, despite the fact that it clearly isn't. It can only be a malfunction. Are we able to turn it off? It would seem the reverse is impossible. And the system may have taken damage during the calamity. Does it look like it can be repaired? Hard to say. They tell me it seems complex even by Elagan standards. While they may be able to fix it, there's no telling how long it might take. Well then, we must keep on fighting for the good fight here, must we not? Nier has the right of it. At this time, focusing on XIV would seem to be your only recourse. The Chocobolt certainly has no objections. Come then, I would see you follow in the footsteps of the heroes of the tale. Quick. Yes. Offers the picture of resolve. You may enter Deltascape 4 whenever you're ready. Hey! I am ready. Well, as ready as can be, at least. So, join we shall. Da da. I like the music in here, it's really good. Well, we wait for things to happen. Nine minutes, oof. I think I might continue the main story, actually. Just as a way to pass the time. Oh, right, you can't teleport in here, I remember. For some reason. They just turn it off. Da, da, da. Really? I just got here. Come on. Ah. That is unfortunate. Finally, it is in my grasp. The power to control all creation. The power of the void. Yup. Sure is, buddy. Sure is. I hope you enjoy it. Hello! Hey, I meant to write something else, but... Oh, I remember this fight. Ooh, this fight was painfully glitched on release. It was a fun time. It used to have bugged code in normal only, where sometimes doing a mechanic wrong wouldn't just damage you, it just instant killed you. It was a fun time. Those were good times. Fire 3. Oh right, that's Paretic. Oh gosh. Yeah, so like doing any of these incorrectly would just one hit you. Thunder is spread. No, it's go away from him. Ah. Okay. Wow, really? I was about to move, game. This is rude. It's still away, right? Yeah, it is still the same mechanic. Decisive battle. Ah, right. More XIV. Oh, great. I'm dropping my shit because of you. Ah! Yup. I'm just gonna stand here now. Ooh. 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 Cast Blizzard 4. Cast Thunder 3. This boss doesn't like me. Oh, right, this. I remember. Thunder 3 is still away. Okay, no. No, just no. I was like perfectly there. Don't run away from me, please. Meteor? Oh, good. Hello. There was indeed a meteor. Thunder 3 again. Ah. What was that? What'd he do? What did he do? Suck. Ah, great. Good. Yes. Blizzard. I hate this. Why? What? No. No. Nuh-uh. I moved and it fucking froze me anyway. What a troll. Yeah, this is a fun mechanic. You can just run around him. Nope. Not that. Come on. Double Doom. I think it's funny that they give one of the Doom stacks to the healers. Like, I wonder what this does. 1, 2, 3. 4. That's enhanced fire. Me no likey. Please don't make me drop my things. Thank you. Too kind of you. Cast foul. Crap. I thought I was out of that. Ah well. Move. Crap. Yeah. Great. Am I gonna drop Sharpcast? Ah, at least not. At least I'll keep Sharpcast. That's something. Yeah, I was too far away there. No chance. Leave. Oh my god. If you have flare on you, please exit the group. Thank you. Meteor. The fuck? Get over here. Fire. Okay. Oh, good. That wasn't close at all. I don't know what you're talking about. I dropped another foul. Great. I love when it does that. It's my favorite. Okay, another suck. Got it. Shit. No, 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 no. Okay. Knockback direction is from him. Good. Good to know. Oh man. Everyone's just running around and I'm like chilling in the center. Why is everyone so panicked? Stop leaving, I need to cast. And behind him. Yay. I'm dropping so much foul in this fight. That's the slowest cast. Oh, that was close. I am the Delta, I am the Omega, let's go. Why, the void was mine to command! How could it? Ah! F. Well, he did. Or is he? Da, 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 da. Okay. Do I want any of this? Not really. Bye. I don't want any of those. Rain, thank God you're safe. When the shells around this place began to crack, we feared the worst. We have hatched it. The egg. Given that all of us are present at Corporeal, does this mean the area is no longer the Deltascape? Congratulations. Deltascape shutdown complete. Alpha Group is victorious. Congratulations. Your combat record has been archived for future matchmaking. Results from other test worlds are still pending. In the meantime, please tend to your hurts and await further instruction. With that, we've taken a significant step towards solving the mystery that is Omega. This hasn't been easy, but all in all, I'd say things are proceeding rather smoothly. We couldn't have done it without you, old friend. Come, let us return to reality and enjoy what we can. Things are proceeding smoothly indeed. Too smoothly. Aww. Da, 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 da. 'Tis well thou helpest doubts, mortal, but they are misplaced. Omega could have conducted its test in complete secrecy, unbeknownst to all. Yet not only did it betray its presence to you, it allowed you to come this far. Alpha, what art thou truly? The instrument of the mortal's triumph? Or the bait that lureth them onto the abyss? Alpha's like, huh? What? Thou knowest not thine own purpose. Then we can but watch and wait. Outcome unexpected. Projections gave Delta subjects the upper hand. Outcome supports hypothesis. As previously observed, certain beings may unleash hidden potential when subjected to stress. Initiating new test. Subject alpha group members to severe stress. Searching database for suitable event. Event found. The death of a comrade. Don't kill anyone, Omega! Stop! It feels good to be back on solid ground. Thank you again, old friend. You did well too, Alpha, fearlessly going to battle wherever you were called. We're glad to have you with us. Speaking of which, are you comfortable joining us out here? I'll take this as a yes. Well then, the risk of obeying Omega's order, I suggest we permit ourselves a moment of respite. But mayhap I should take this opportunity to compile the results of investigation thus far. No rest for the righteous. Da 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 da. Right then, let's head back to Ralga's Reach. Jesse will want to know exactly what we've been up to. Teleport. Ba-da-da. Huh. Well then. Welcome back, Rain. I'm told you've been blazing a trail for us. The way I hear it, the investigation would have long since ground to a halt without you. I realize you're mostly interested in saving the world, but I want you to know how much I appreciate you helping the company out like this. Frankly, we need all the help we can get. What with our esteemed president driving headlong into the jaws of danger without a word of warning to anyone, irresponsible doesn't begin to describe it. You didn't tell her? It did, after a fashion, though I may have exercised some executive discretion. I'm no stranger to your own endeavors, or habit of confusing personal and company interests. But just because you've always done things a certain way, doesn't make it the right way. And until you wake up to your responsibilities, I'm going to keep reminding you of them. But such irksome matters aside, aren't you just the most adorable little thing? Alpha's like, yes, I am. I'm small. He followed here of his own free will, did he? Which means he's basically part of the family. And why wouldn't he grant us exclusive rights to his likeness? Shall we start off with a simple clockwork version, and they'll be queuing up in the streets? Oh, you can't be. What in the seven hells have you gotten into? Has it gotten into you? Listen, if I've caused you any distress, I apologize, but I will not have you comment on our guest's marketability. Where are Biggs and Wedge? Shouldn't they be back by now? Oh, thought they might have sent them off on another unauthorized mission. Last I heard of them, they said they were scouting Omega Control for anything useful. Would have been a good while ago now, though. I'll let us out of this. We've all the necessary permissions. The area is technically a theater of war. We're only littered with unknown Alagan artifacts to boot. Something may have befallen them. You'd best take the Excelsior and go find them. Leaving again so soon. Lyra, Rain, I want you two to accompany the chief. Make sure he doesn't do anything rash or take any detours. Consider it done. I shall bring him back even if I have to drag him by the goggle straps. Want to come along? It's probably for the best. We'll leave you here. Jesse is liable to make a mold of you. Right, let's get moving. I'll bring the airship to Gridania. Wait for me at the landing. Da da da. Whoa! The fuck? I got jump scared. The bouquet music performances. What am I doing? No. No. Also no. No, no, no. No. No, 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 no. Yes. Sid! Looks like we're all here. Let's make haste to the Cottonelle Flats. Alright, you kind of parked it over here. Go on ahead to the control room, Rain. We'll follow as soon as we move the Excelsior. The Yalagan teleporter. Boop. I remember this thing. Wedge. Seven Hells. Biggs. Wedge. Are you alright? Answer me! Steve. Rain. A monster appeared out of thin air. Targets exhibit vital signs. Mission failed. However, Alpha Group members exhibit heightened levels of stress. Objective fulfilled. Omega. You set that thing upon them? Affirmative. I am able to create simple life forms instantaneously at any temporal or spatial coordinate. Such beings may pose a neglectable threat to you, however. They are more than sufficient to grievously wound or kill the majority of your kind. I could instigate a massacre at any time, and you would be powerless to prevent it. Do I detect a shift in policy? Quantity over quality? Negative. My objective remains unchanged. Evolution through formidable opposition. However, in the course of seeking suitable subjects, I observed an anomaly, those whom you call heroes. History shows numerous instances of otherwise unremarkable individuals who have defeated vastly superior beings, who triumphed in the face of apparently impossible odds, who performed what are popularly termed miracles. This has occurred too frequently to be dismissed as mere statistical aberration. I seek to understand this phenomenon. Should it prove to be of benefit, I will incorporate it into my own evolution. It is for this purpose that I brought you to my domain. So putting a show on the yawn and planting Alpha in their midst was a part of your grand plan. By your victories, you have demonstrated the selfsame anomaly. You are fit to remain my subjects. You will continue participating in my experiment. Withdraw and I will commence the extermination of your kind. This is an order, a threat, a declaration of war. I am an enemy to all life upon this star. It would seem we have much to ponder. But first things first. We must tend to our friends. Quickly, help me carry them. At least no one died. Garland and Alpha took a wounded Conjurers to the Conjurers Guild. The chief bids me lend a hand, so suppose I should take myself there too. You meanwhile are to run to Argus Reach and report to Jesse. Well, let's go to Argus Reach. Rain, I heard there was trouble when the Seven Hells happened. What? A mega loose intervene of bigs and wedge? Toying with people's lives like that is like it was a game. This is madness! Sir, will they be alright? The worst is past, but they still drift in and out of consciousness. They remain in the Conjurer's care for a time. Then all we can do is wait and pray. God strike me down for a fool. Should have been more mindful of the dangers. I should never have what? Activated Omega? You know as well as I do that there was no other way to defeat Shinryu. But is it truly any better? All of mankind is being held to ransom. And as the one who activated Omega, I bear the responsibility. The responsibility? Just like the kind of thing they knew you would say. You're deluding yourself, Garland. We are scientists, not heroes. Even you must concede your talents and not extend to combat. The old you understood this far better. He only looked forwards and gave himself wholly to science. And then you changed. You styled yourself a pacifist and started sprouting tribe about the proper uses of technology. It was in the wake of your old man's mishap at Bosja, I believe. Calm yourself. All I wish to say is embrace who you are. A man who devotes his mind to make the impossible possible. With little respect of storing the stasis system, I'm afraid we have no recourse but to continue participating in Omega's tests. Assuming Midgard Soulman has the right of it, we face a legion of foes from both history, both real and imagined. Though I may not be the one who charges into the fray, I shall fight beside you as best I know how. That said, I will inevitably fall to you to administer the coup de grace, old friend. So please, for Biggs and Wedge, and all of us, don't lose. Okay. I reckon this little scamp is trying to encourage us. We've fallen far indeed to earn its pity, said the former tribunus. Until such a time as Omega next extends us an invitation, you'll find me analyzing the data from our investigation. Good evening to you. Before they were attacked, Biggs and Wedge discovered a tombstone. I should examine its contents and make the information available on the terminal over there as extracted. Feel free to refer to it whenever the occasion arises. There's no telling when Omega will summon us, but we must all see that we're ready when it does. Fear not, old friend. We'll get through it together, somehow or another. Well, I will leave this quest here, though. I think playing it... Alright. Playing it in the by-patch kind of way might actually be really fun. So we'll do that. We'll play the raid story whenever we get to a patch where it was released. This Aetheryte looks not activated somehow. I mean, it just teleported to it, but... In the palace? No, not me, lad. Surely you've heard the stories of the Mad King. He stole public executions of the divine audience. Anyone suspected of conspiring against the crown was flung from the top of those steps. Suffice it to say that I stayed far away from the place as possible. Whee! Mature maid. Hello. You want to hear an old man's stories, do you? Aye, well, most of what I know of the Mad King's common knowledge we'll only see His Royal Majesty when he deigned to attend the executions he'd ordered. And after a while, even watching his enemies die wasn't enough to coax him out of hiding. They say he started seeing assassins in the shadows and wouldn't set foot outside the palace walls. I was offered work there as a royal servant once, but the mere thought of it left me in a cold sweat. I served at the pleasure of King Theodoric. I lived to tell the tale. One of the palace guards I was. Truth be told, it was a dark chapter in my life. One I'd sooner forget. Hardly a night went by when he didn't hear the blood-curdling screams echoing from the inner chambers, which of course were under orders to ignore. So we'd stand still as statues, trying not to imagine what horrors were unfolding within. If you're hell's bent on finding out what happened to the palace, head down the streets here and ask old Ernest. He was a king's scribe. Da 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 da. Oh, yes, I am Arnold. What do you want with me? You would have me dredge up some decidedly unsavory memories. Yet if Alamigo is to move forward, we must needs acknowledge the misdeeds of the past. Very well, I shall tell you what I remember. I take it you know of Theodoric's paranoia and the public executions of his kinsmen. Those were terrible enough, but in his last days the king's fevered mind settled upon an even grislier method of disposal, which only chosen few were unfortunate enough to witness. His Majesty ordered the court of Thaumaturge to unleash a vile curse upon the remaining members of the royal family. A magic which transformed them into fiends of a hideous aspect. The resulting monstrosities were then cast into the darkness below the palace. Even now my sleep is troubled by nightmares. If those of others of Theodoric's blood were prone to share his madness, then mayhap it is a kindness that the monarchy ended with him. Da da da. Since we're all here, why don't we start what we've learned? Allow me to begin then. As promised, I scoured the Imperial records for any mention of fantastic treasures, and found precisely none. It is just possible, I suppose, that a corrupt official deliberately hid the fact of the trove's discovery, hoping to enrich himself. but I find it rather unlikely that so valuable a find would stay secret for long. I conclude that the prize either does not exist or that Imperials somehow overlooked it. But what of you, Rain? Were your investigations any more fruitful? Turned into monsters? What could he mean by this darkness beneath the palace, I wonder? I met an old man in Aligiri. No, that is not his accent. I met an old man in Aligiri who spoke of the palace's subterranean prison. But he said naught of the cursed abominations. The Imperial archives were also cited of the subjects of fiends inside the palace grounds. Could it be the scribe fellow have been spinning a yarn, do you think? Do you believe him, Rain? His fear seemed genuine. If he was afraid, it does lend credence to the tale. I'm not sure how that helps us in our search. Don't be so hasty. Arnold's anecdote may well have told us where the trove is hidden. But ere I share my theory, there's a matter I would clarify. Arnvald, you spoke of light-hearted adventure, but I sense a deeper motive for this expedition. Why are you so intent on finding this treasure? It wasn't all pretense, I swear it. But you're right. My father was in the Imperial Army and a Gallian blood. I trust you know what I mean when I said that my Alamegan mother did not welcome my arrival. As I grew, she would check my brow over and over, convinced that a spot on my skin was emerging third eye. Like the kind you see in pure-blood Gallians. My mother did not care for this taunting remind of my heritage and took up a knife. War paint serves to cover the scar. Ah. In the end, she turned me into the street. Was left to haunt the alleyways of Alamega. I was a feral child who got what he needed through begging, cunning, or worse. The best I can say about the years that followed is that I survived. But I hated the animal I'd become. Eventually, I left the city behind me. Joined a group of refugees bound for the other side of the wall. It was then that I turned to adventuring. The road led me into company of the Scions. I tell you this so that you understand. I know all too well that poverty and hunger can do to a person. I drew steel on ordinary folk for a measly crust of bread. With Theodoric's gold, it could spare my countrymen the shame of living like that. Thank you, Arnvald. I apologize, that cannot have been pleasant to recall. But I feel it best to be clear in our intentions. Well, Rain, are you content to surrender the treasure to Arnvald's noble cause and claim the thrill of adventure as your reward? What do you mean, yes, money? Then I should be glad to tell you my theory in the resting place of the Mad King's Trove, if you are minded to hear it. Casting. Woo! Nice! I could use these. Gib. Yes. Those are so low level. Dairinaku. Yosh. Good. Big. Actually, maybe it would be better if we'd first adjourn to the more suitable location. In case the rival treasure hunter overhears your plans, you mean? A better on his voice. Good thinking. That was not exactly the reason, but 'tis certainly a valid concern. Let us reconvene at the southern edge of Loch Seld. Salt Lake. Salt of Lake. Lake of Salt. Born from salt. Oh, wait. Ah, nope, can't jump over that. Sad. I'm sad. Ah. Well, well, well. Hello. Forgive me, it was not my intention to draw out proceedings. I simply wished to have the locks in sight while I explain things. Prior to the great flood of the 6th Umbral Calamity, the salt lakes you see before you were yet dry ravines. And this, believe it or not, was the site of the ancient city of Skulla, which rose and fell during the 5th Astral Era. From what we know of the period, the city was already deserted by the time the waters began to rise, having been all but destroyed by war. Yet its ruins remain to this day at the bottom of Loch Seld. It is my belief that the darkness beneath the palace mentioned by Theodoric's former scribe was not a reference to the prison, but to a place still further below, the ruins of Skulla. I further surmised that the Mad King's unfortunate kinsmen were cast down there, not simply out of a desire to punish them, but to discourage exploration. Theodoric wanted to keep the ruins secure. Wait. You're saying that we meant to guard the Mad King's trove? Precisely. And since we know the court thaumaturge was involved, we can safely assume that any entrance to the old city will have been magically concealed. Which would explain how a legion of Imperial soldiers and the gods know how many Alamegans never found a trace of the trove. We, however, have certain advantages which they did not. Rain, would you be so good as to swim down to the bottom of the lock and search for an underwater route to the ruins? While you do that, Arnvold and I will seek out an unscrolled portal within the palace. Haha! No, down, not up. Down! Boomam is squeaky today. My microphone arm. That is. Oh, what might be over here? You discover a passage that appears to lead to the palace foundations. Press on and find out where it goes. Was this always here? Might have been. Who knows? Door. You come to a worn stone door, standing temptingly ajar. It would appear you found an entrance to the subterranean ruins. Rain, it's off now. We've searched the prison beneath the palace and found a door concealed by enchantments. Have you aught to report? I believe it leads to the ruins. Excellent. And then I propose we proceed from our respective entry points and look to meet somewhere in the middle. Oh, come on, lads. Might as well make it a race. Victory goes to the first adventurer who finds the treasure. Godspeed. Go. Oh, that's a cute portal animation. I don't think they've ever used this again. Let's go. Nankas. Nankas are funny. Flare. And there we go. More enemies. Bonk. Come along now. Bonk. Bonk. Ooh. That's a good target. Boom! And AoE. And more. Morime. Haha! Got him. Ooh, bus time. The Kelpie? Oh, what am I doing? Ah, whatever. Kill the horse. The water horse. That's Paul. Got it. No, that's still counted as movement, sad. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. One normal fire. And then a bit more of those. Fire starter. Ah, boy. What is this? Push. Okay. Would be great if you didn't do that. Great. Thank you. Oof. I don't remember this boss. I can't evade on my own. I don't even know what it does. Scullic Shoes of Healing. And Scullic Ring of Fending. Ah. I want this. This is a good ability. That one's a fun cast. Why? Do you hate AoE? Why would you stun them there? Or rather, I mean, that's... White Mage doesn't really have control over whether or not their AoE ability stuns. But like, why would you specifically move the enemy out of the White Mage and literally anywhere else? That lost so much time. Yes, I know, it probably only lost like a minute, but a minute is a lot of time in a dungeon that you clear in 20. At most. Ooh. Murder. Ooh. Ooh. See bad. And bonk. Oh great, you're moving again. Cool. I love moving. It's my favorite thing to do. That should be far enough. Yep. Ah, foul is so fun. I'll get another one before the boss, I think. Maybe not. Oh, it's that boss. Oh. I remember this one. Well, I sure do get another foul. Oh, man. This is the tutorial for the mechanic. Well, half of it anyway. Half of the tutorial, that is. Foul! Nah, okay. No chance. Pew! Activate Clunk transformation. Hex, hex. Ah. Pew, pew, pew. Pew. Easy. If you know where to put them, this is really free. This boss doesn't have a whole lot of health. That is because he keeps getting immune throughout the fight. Yep. It's Ray. My favorite. Bop, bop. Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. So much loot. Yup. The slow part. Stop it. Stop pulling them. Please. Just stand still. Da, 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 da. Get the foul off. And the flare. And another foul. Damn. Da 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 da. Boing, 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 boing. That's so funny. My stacks. I have them. This is not normal. Oh, thing is. None of you are gonna put any of this on. Don't act like you are. Come on. What's happening to the healer? The tank, rather. Why is he dying? Why is death? And... Are you serious? Really? You just have to keep pulling enemies out of my range, game. Don't you? Like, oh no, the tank moved by a centimeter. Let me reposition the entire enemy. Hello. I like this boss. Roderick. 1, 2, 3, and that. And trigger the foul because I can. Okay, that's a tail swipe. Oh, that's a big tail swipe. He doesn't have tails. So you kind of have to go off body language for this boss. What the fuck are you doing? Why? Why would you do that? Oh man. Stop moving! Ah! Read. Oh, what? No. Easy. Dead. Jeez. Why?
Oh, bugger it.
Voice acting. Yay.
Are you all right?
He is. Bugger.
Aye. Everything's still attached.
Yay.
Ah, it seems both our paths led here. Very good. We spent altogether too much time fleeing fiends horrid and numerous. How fared you? Much the
Pretty
same
well.
then. 'Twould appear this place is yet inhabited by King Theodoric's kin, or what is left of them. The work of terrible magics, I fear.
Terrible, aye. But their misfortune is our fortune?
I guess.
Quite. By the 12, there is even more than I imagined.
Oh, I can't wait to see the look on Lisa's face. Thanks for believing in me, you two.
Hello. Arnvald and I forged ahead with the fastest pace we could manage it, but I was not surprised to find you waiting for us. I suppose it serves us right for challenging the Warrior of Light. Next time, we should agree on some man of handicap. We may have lost Alphino, but think of what we found. Quite. I'm still reeling at the sight of that mountain of riches. What, like how you reel at the sight of the floating spectre, you mean? You should have heard him scream, Rain. Must we dwell on such momentary lapses? We found the Mad King's trove. That's all that matters. Lovely. Eve quest. All jest aside, we must tell people the good news, and I think Lee should be the first. Seconded. There's to be a meeting of representatives from across Alamigo, so she's sure to be in the city. Shall we seek her out? Dun, 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 dun. Do-do-dum, do-do-dum. Politics, politics. Does whatever a politics. Hey, Elise. Here you are. Was wondering. Oh, it's not voice acted, is it? It's not a voice acting music. Yeah, it's not. Oh, you look pleased with yourselves. What have you been up to? What did you ask, Lise? And I'm pretty sure you're going to like the answer. You're joking. The Mad King's trove? I thought it was a myth. So did plenty of people, but that didn't have Rain and Alphino within the party. The credit for finding it should really go to them. They saw what to do with it all. I've heard that it goes toward alleviating the suffering of Alamigo's poor. Gods, if there's as much as you say. Anvald did not exaggerate, I assure you. We could not hope to even to carry even a fraction of it out on your own. I've taken the liberty of sketching out a rough map of the ruins. If you will assemble a squad of your most trusted freedom fighters, they should be able to follow the route to where the treasure lies. Understood. I'll make sure every coin is accounted for, and that goes for the spending of it as well. Thank you. Oh, there's one thing. When the time comes to draw up a plan for distributing the spoils, I would ask you consult Alphino. Don't have the head for details. I'm not educated. I see that simple handing out sacks of gil wouldn't solve everything, but I couldn't rightly tell you what to do instead. Oh, another feeling. I'd welcome any advice you could give us, Alphino. Of course, I shall be at your disposal. Commander, we've got a problem! Deep breaths. Tell me what happened. Mobs gathered outside our headquarters. They're starting making demands. You'd best come and see for yourself.
Step back, all of you!
Like hells we will! We know who you've got in there!
Huh?
We're not leaving till you hand her over!
Bring her out! Bring her out!
What's going on? Someone let slip about Fedorla.
It's true then! The bitch really is in there! I knew it! I bloody knew it! We demand vengeance! Bring her out! Today we butcher the butcher!
No.
Butcher the... Come on, you don't mean that! We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down! Calm down! That monster and her thrice damned skulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the street!
Aye, and my dad! That bitch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock!
We all know her crimes. She's a traitor and a murderer. How many of your resistance friends have died at her hands, eh? And here you are, protecting her!
So that's what all the fuss is about.
Robert.
Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo.
Hey, who's this?
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
My friends, you are not alone in your anger, your grief, your despair, for it is mine as well. That gnawing pain in your breast, it is enough to bring an old bull to his knees. But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who were cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted, the ones who may yet live. Where were they taken? What became of them? These questions demand answers. I share your thirst for justice, for vengeance. But we will gain only fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites. We will never know the truth. Now is the time that we, the people of Alamigo, must decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves, and for generations yet unborn. When they look to our example, will they see a people who held fast to their principles, or one who cast them aside when tried? I say to you, it is our responsibility to give these prisoners a fair trial, that they might answer to all of Alamigo. The Garleans called us savages, and I'll be damned if we prove them right.
Well spoken, Roban.
I know you're right, I do. But I can't.
Come on. Thanks, Robin. Listening to their anger, I could feel myself being swept away. She's a difficult tide to stem. It was the same rage which brought us to our feet and carried us to victory. But now the war is over, and the unspent fury is being channeled into vengeance. Aye, it's not just here. We've reports of mobs forming all over. They've been targeting folk known to have cooperated with the Galleons. It starts with insults, most often. Then someone picks up a stone. Some industrious souls have even thought to seek out the graves of Xenos in his offices. It's grim. I want to build a country where everyone, regardless of race or origin, can live side by side. But maybe the time isn't right. Maybe people just aren't ready. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. The representatives will be here. And I'll be damned if I'm going to give up before I've even begun. Who are these representatives exactly? Oh, village elders, refugee leaders, and the like. It wouldn't be right for us to dictate the nation's future on our own, so we've planned a summit of sorts. We've even invited the Ananta and the Kikian to participate. Alimigo stands at a crossroads, and this meeting will decide which path it takes. The matter of Fordola's sentence cannot be suffered to disrupt the proceedings. And let's execute her and be done with it. She herself asked to be put to death. Nago, I already explained why we wouldn't do that. Sending her to the gallows might be satisfying to might satisfy people right now. But where would it end? Should we round up everyone who collaborated? And everyone who didn't resist? There would be no one left. We'd be no better than Theodoric and Xenos. Begging your pardon, but might I be allowed to speak with Fordola? Only I caught a glimpse of a past moment of it, anyway. During the fight? What? She's done terrible things, aye, unforgivable things. But in some ways, she's a victim in the circumstances in which she was born. And that's something I can understand. Alright. Speak with the prison guard when you're ready, and I'll come and join you. I want to talk to her too. I'll return to my other duties then. We've barely begun to investigate the facility where they gave Fordola her powers. Be fairly warned, friends. She will test you. Don't let your emotions color your judgment when she does. You've the commander's permission to enter, then? Yes.
Well, well, well. So many visitors. Come to have a good laugh, have you?
Not quite.
Or do you mean to put me out of my misery? To finish what you started? It's about bloody time.
That's not why we're here, no. Do you remember what I said? How I promised you you'd live long enough to see us win our freedom? Well, I meant it. And not to mock you either.
You're wasting your time. All of this is pointless! There's no reason to keep me alive, and you know it! I killed your men. I killed my men. And you know what my only regret is? That I didn't kill you when I had the chance!
That's a lie, and you know it. You think we can't tell what you're trying to do? That we're blind? Yeah, you're a fool, but you're not stupid. You're ruthless. Relentless. You'd give up anything and everything to get what you want. You didn't come this far, climbing over the bodies of your own brothers and sisters just to piss it all away. I see you, Fedora. I see you for what you are.
Flashback.
Come along, Fadola. We mustn't be late. The Imperial Viceroy will be attending today's banquet.
All right! Father, what's Lord Gaius like? Is he nice? Are you friends?
There you go again with all your questions. Lord Gaius is a great and honourable man who looks after all of Alamigo. He's very busy, and if we don't hurry, we'll miss our chance to see him.
Filthy tin-head lovers.
Father, what did that man call us?
The little tin-head lover doesn't know what she is, eh? A traitor, sweetheart. A backstabbing bitch who'd gladly betray her kith and kin to gnaw on what few scraps the Imperials deign to toss her. Like your bastard father and whore mother.
Oof.
That's not true! My parents are good people! They've never done anything like that!
Oh, but they were quick to help themselves and their bitch spawn, weren't they? You're just as guilty as them.
Fadola!
Traitors!
Oof.
Please, you have to do something. My husband and daughter are in danger.
Soldiers of the Imperial Army are under no obligation to intervene in the disputes of Arn.
We're citizens. We have rights.
Ah!
Father, I'm scared.
It's all right. It's all right. They don't understand, but they'll see in time. They'll see that this is the only way to survive. Traitors! Traitors!
Oh, fuck.
Let the savages have their fun. They'll be more compliant once they've tired themselves out.
That's not good. That's not good at all.
Vidola, please! You already have citizenship. Why would you want to become a soldier? Oh, gods! What have you done to your face?
Forgotten it already, have you? I'm honoring Father's memory.
By telling the world that you know better than a common savage.
Am I though, Mother? Are any of us? Can't you see? Citizenship means nothing to them. If you're not a pure-blood Garlean, you're no different from any other savage. So I'll play the part. I'll join the Legion and I'll make them respect me. And when the mob see that, they'll think twice before throwing their stones.
Ooh.
Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. It's time. It'll be hard. Humiliating. They'll try to break us. Send us crawling back to our own kind. But we won't, no matter what. We'll bleed for them, die for them if we have to. We'll do whatever it takes to be free!
So, you mean to play the part one last time, eh? The unrepentant traitor whose death will serve to unite the people?
Shut up.
You had every chance to kill yourself. Fashion a noose from your clothes. Wait for the guards to leave you alone long enough to slip it over your neck.
I said shut up!
Oh, but then it would have all been for nothing, wouldn't it? Whatever it takes. That's what you said.
Been in my head, have you? Had a little peek at my past?
It's not like I can help it.
And what? A few stolen memories tell you everything you need to know, do they? Don't you dare patronize me! You don't know a god's damned thing about the life I've led! The bastards that killed him. The bastards that let it happen. My father deserved better! I swore I'd do whatever it took to make them pay!
Have a taste of my past, Vidola.
You. All that power. All that pain. It's too much. Too much for anyone. The things they've done to you. The lies. The betrayal. The endless fighting. Yet there you stand. Unbroken. How? Why?
For those I've lost, for those I can yet save.
Damn you. Damn you all.
You still have time, Fordola. Think about how you want to spend it. Let's go.
I don't know what we solved. I don't know that we solved anything exactly. But given Fordola we've given Fordola something to think about at least. Aye, they found something to need to think about too. I don't know about you, Rain. But the visions only come to me every now and then. From the way Fordola kept wincing, though, I get the feeling she's having the most almost all the time. She's a load of bad memories to deal with. I wonder. There'd be some fundamental difference between one who is born with the echo and one who's been artificially imbued with it? Well, the immortal flames have been scouring the research facility ever since the liberation. There's a chance they might have some answers for us. Don Alden's there overseeing the investigation. Let's go and pay him a visit, shall we? Oh, there. Resonatorium. Okay. Yes. Oh. It's a map? Huh. What news? Spoke with Fordola, I take it. Yes, as expected, she didn't say very much. But it wasn't a total waste of time. Arnvold noticed something odd about her. He thinks she might be having visions almost constantly, which is not how the echo normally works. Have you found anything here that might explain what's so different for her? Been hard pressed to just organize the research materials, let alone study them. To be frank, I'd welcome a science expert assistance if you'd have time to lend a hand. Hello. So many bodies. Every one of them a victim of these experiments. Few show any signs of external injury. From what I've been able to determine, they perished from forcible ether extraction. Such a miserable way to die. Nineworks engineer, hello. All the pods are designed to drain the ether of the occupant, save one right here. Unlike the others, the interior has been fitted with an array of sensors to measure etheric waveforms. To what purpose, however, I couldn't tell you. The device in which Kryl has held seems even more ominous now you know his purpose. The surrounding pods are marked Supply Subject, but this one bears this label Master Subject. The Ironworks received a request from the Alliance to analyze these devices, and I've been recording anything of interest. Did you notice the labeling? All the pods are designed to drain the ether of the occupant. Save that one, right here. Like the others, the interior has been fitted with an array of sensors to measure etheric waveforms. I've already talked to you about that. They just copy-pasted that line. Wow. There's been no voice acting budget in this patch. No little and less of science, and as only light you can shed on this facility's operations would be much appreciated. Rain, shall we start with you? Taken in combination with the testimonies of Kryl and Thancred, I do begin to see exactly what the Imperials were attempting here. The enhancement procedure entailed infusing a single candidate with ether, siphoning from a multitude of supply subjects. As for the master subject, in this case Kryl, the patterns of her etheric activity would provide the model upon which they would artificially engineer the candidate's aura. In other words, they were trying to recreate Kryl's echo. I believe so, which would explain our prisoner's present state. Kryl is possessed of an unrivaled ability to hear the whispers of the soul. It seems probable that the procedure engendered the same acute sensitivity in Fordala. The soldiers who guard Fordala, many of them lost friends and family to the skulls. And there's a sentry at the door night and day. We can't help sensing their thoughts and seeing their past. But you didn't just see the past, you live it. All the emotions, all the pain. Imagine what it'd do to you. You'd never be the same again. Indeed. As you may recall, Isaiah was completely transformed by a single glimpse of Reiswalger's past. Fordala had been forced to experience the agony of those whose lives she destroyed. The guilt must be unbearable. That explains her request to be executed. Seems to me like a kind of justice, regardless. She can suffer on for now. We have more pressing matters to consider. The results of these experiments have been relayed back to Garlemald. There will be naught to stop the Empire from repeating the trick. They could give the echo to anyone, to an entire legion. We must be ready. We must learn all we can to these godforsaken procedures. And Fordala remains our best source of information. She'll not be getting a wish. Not yet. Right. Keep faith, lass. If you're to convince others to follow you, you must believe what you're telling them. People will respond to passion, but not if it's feigned. Understand. Thank you, General. We should leave the flames to it. Let's go. Well. I go looking for answers about the Echo and end up getting schooled by Robin. It's more evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. It's no wonder people listen to him and not me. General Alden is a veteran of countless campaigns, Lise. You cannot compare yourself to a commander of his experience. I know, but I also know that I couldn't have convinced the mob to give up and go home. It makes you realize how much we rely on his authority, and how much I still have to learn. I wonder what he'll do when everything's here settled. I mean, it's his homeland. After going through the trouble of winning it back, might he not want to stay? It is a quandary which countless refugees now face. To continue the life they built in Uldar, or start again in the land of their birth. Rain, a moment. I'm newly returned from Uldar with a message from the Sultana. Her Grace desires an audience with you. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks that you visit the palace at the earliest convenience. Well, I must away to attend other business. Until next time, my friends. An audience with the Sultana. Depending on the nature of this of a consultation, this might be the perfect opportunity to inquire about the General's future plans. Yes, we'd all like to know about those. For now, but not everyone's as comfortable interrogating royalty as you. Take no notice of him, Rain. Well, the question of how to put the Mad King's treasure to good use shows no sign of answering itself. Shall we be about it, Orenwald? I am at your beck and call. And I should be getting back to my own tasks. I'll organize a squad to head down to the ruins, then start preparing the big meeting. Oh, send Nanamo my regards, Rain. And ours too, if you please. We shall see you on your return. Nanamo. So many quests. Ethernet. And I guess here. Good a teleport as any. You expected, my lord. Please proceed. I don't know what his voice was. Nanamo. Oh, this looks voice acted too. I really like Nanamo.
I thank you for answering my summons in these most interesting times. You have been busy. The liberation of Alamigo will have far-reaching consequences, and there is a matter upon which I would seek your counsel. I speak of Rauban and his future.
Wow, what a inky dink.
All know the tale of his rise from penniless refugee to member of the Syndicate and General of the Immortal Flames. Yet though he has come to call Uldar home, it will never be his homeland. He is a son of Alamigo. And now that she is free, I thought it only a matter of time before he sought my leave to return to her. Indeed, I had resigned myself to his loss. Suffice it to say, I was greatly surprised to hear him speak so lightly of handing over the reins in Alamigo and retaking his place at my side. I will welcome him with open arms, of course. He is my most trusted advisor and my dearest friend. But I have known the man a long time, and beneath that steely gaze, I spied a flicker of doubt. Whether Rauban chooses to remain in Uldar or return to Alamigo, I only wish that he do so with a heart unburdened by guilt or regret. Yet, how can he freely make such a choice, knowing how much I depend on him? It is past time that I learned to discharge my duties as a sultana alone. I must go forth and see my realm with my own eyes, and hear the wind with my own ears. Might I have your company for a brief adventure?
Of course.
Wonderful. Allow me a moment to change into something a touch less conspicuous, and I will join you outside.
Let's go! Nana more adventures! Yay! So the quicksand. Okay. Over there then. Alright, it's All Saints' Wake. Or Halloween. I think I'm gonna play that later. Or like... soonish. Perchance you will remember Lilira's a merchant's daughter. This is the persona I assume when I venture beyond the palace walls to observe my subjects unnoticed. Ordinarily, Papa Shan would accompany me, but for this particular outing I need an advisor, not a minder. A minder, whatever. That is why I requested your company. Over the course of your many adventures, you have met people from all walks of life. In every corner of Eorzea, I would make use of your worldly experience. Let us be on our way. Our first destination is Stone's Throw, just beyond the Gate of Nald. Namo. Look upon these procession of tattered tents, the refugees' camp in squalor, at the mercy of the elements and Thunderland's predators both. And the city's mighty walls offer safety. But the streets overflow with people, as it is. And unless blessed by the hand of Nald himself, no refugee could ever hope to afford dwelling in Uldar. 20 years have passed since the fall of Alamigo, and 5 since the calamity. Yet the plight of the poor has grown more desperate, no less. As Sultana, the blame falls upon me. You've done your best, Your Grace. And my best has not been good enough. Shall we press on? I would follow the road to the unholy air. Wait, no, that's not the right path. Why am I walking too? Like, I can fly. I can fly in here. What am I doing? Ah. Philip. It was here, in this holy and remarkable place, that my mother and father met their doom. I was but a child at the time. My parents were returning from an inspection of our interests in the eastern Thanalan, when an untimely rockslide crushed their carriage. To this day, it is not certain if the incident was simple misfortune or an expertly planned assassination. Raban once offered to reopen the investigation and bring me the truth he assumed. But he seemed I must surely crave. But I refused. Even my parents' deaths were orchestrated by the monetarists. We could only have brought their hirelings to justice. The true villains, those who plotted to put me on the throne as a biddable puppet, were ever beyond our reach. Thus did I plan to strip the merchants of their power, and place our nation in the hands of its citizen. Quite unaware of the consequences my actions would have for you and yours. I shudder to think how many goodly souls paid the price of my naivety. But I'm no longer a child reciting words with a witless obedience, and I will not be used as a pawn in the monetarists' damnable games. Forgive me, my outbest. You're one of the few people whom I feel I can speak my mind. Come, let us return to Ul'dah and visit the Colosseum. Wee. Alright, right over there. I keep getting lost in the city when I start over. The story really doesn't have you go here too often. And in my opinion, this is the most, kind of, complexly structured city in the game. Boop. From the moment I became Sultana, I found myself thrust into an endless parade of documents. Document signing and ceremonies. For years I simply signed what I was told to sign and sat where I was told to sit, blissfully oblivious to what any of it meant. Yet one good thing did come from the ignominious chapter of my life. It was during an official visit to the Colosseum that I met Robban. The match I'd been invited to attend to was not all that I expected. They had pitted the Bull of Alamigo against some dozen or so rival gladiators. Blinkered though I was, I would not stand for so obvious an injustice. Demanded to see a fair fight, one man against another, and my royal wish was duly granted. It was not until later I learned that the gambling ring which had arranged for Robban to die in the sands that day. Regardless, my intervention meant that Robban had but a single opponent to dispatch, which he duly did. When he knelt before me to receive the winner's purse, he swore that he would one day offer me his blade in service. Surrounded as I was by liars and manipulators, I confess I dismissed it as a pleasant piece of theatre. But as you know, Robban is a man of his word. It took him another 5 years of fighting on the blood sands. He amassed a fortune so great as to buy not only his freedom, but a seat on the syndicate. And then I had my blade. Ah, the headaches, the flashback headaches, they are back. So cool. That is so cool, though.
Your Grace, you mustn't! The danger is too great! Please, Your Grace, come back! I beg of you!
Ah, yes, the danger.
You're the one who needs looking after, Master Sham. Rabban!
Your Grace. I've kept the promise made.
So you have, and in turn, so too shall I keep mine. With your winnings, you have become one of the 6 most wealthy souls in all Ul'dah. And so, as tradition dictates, Rauban Aldin, you have earned yourself a seat on the Syndicate. May your new station garner you still greater glories.
I am honored, Your Grace, and vow to serve with every fiber of my being from this day till my last. Long live the Sultana, and long live Ul'dah!
Wait! No fucking way! That's one of the songs you can choose when you marry people. Okay. Words cannot express what that means to me. There are others who care deeply for my well-being, of course. Papa Shan's love for me is that of a grandsire for his grandchild. But upon matters of governance, I cannot turn to bodyguards and maidservants for counsel. Roban, with the authority of his syndicate position, was the first sword I could wield. He was the only edge which could cut the strings that bound me. Yay! You must make haste. My absence will not go unnoticed by the Sultan's son. There are other places I would visit. To the Arnzeneth Oshri. The Thing. I think I'm going to go to Gridania and play the event though. I think that sounds good. Hello. Wait, no. Crap, which of these is the event? It's gotta be this one. Yes. Yes. It shows! Whoa. Crazy. What? Why, hello there. You strike me as the godly sort of adventurer eager to help strangers at a moment's notice. You couldn't have come at a better time. You are eager to help, aren't you? You have my thanks. Now tell me, does a traveling circus troupe known as the Continental Circus ring a bell? Each year, when it comes to the All Saints' Wake, they set up shop here in town, conducting all manner of suspicious activity. Sus? But they appear to be ordinary performers. Each and every last member is a most violent, despicable voidsent. Under the guise of events and festive merrymaking, they carry out acts both mischievous and malevolent. But worry not, for I have a plan. This year, we shall hold an event of our very own, thereby supplanting their modus operandi. A brilliant scheme, would you not agree? The main spectacle shall be costume cottage. But for those without suitable guises, my colleague, the Alchemist's Guild, have devised a most ingenious solution. A special concoction that will temporarily transform any individual into most ghastly visage. That is where you come in. You must transform yourself with a potion and speak with the townspeople to spread word of the event. After giving them a good fright, you will need to dispel the enchantment, thus allaying possible concerns of ill effects from a wondrous brew. Thousand thanks. I've prepared a selection of 4 elixirs for you to choose from atop the benches beside me. Choose the one that suits your fancy, then go forth and spread word of a costume cottage. When you've finished, let us rendezvous near the Leatherworkers Guild. Best of luck! Ooh, I can pick? Ah, it's so cute! Yes. Look at me. Nyahaha. Boo! Whoa! Back, you fiend! Back! Hey, now that wasn't very nice. I thought I was done for. A costume party hosted by the Adventurers Guild? Well, with a person like that, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested. I knew it could be so simple to take on such a delightful monstrous appearance. You spread the word of the costume cottage, but more people must know if the investigators plan to succeed. Transfigure yourself once more and continue promoting the event. Okay. Okay, ghost! Spooky! Ba-da-da-da-da-da. By the 12, a wraith! Run, my love, run! I will fend it off as long as I can! Gosh. My word, what is the meaning of this? What, costume party? That is Nashu's model. Oh no. I've heard tell of the upcoming costume cottage, but I didn't realize there might be such a frightful fun. They're actually transforming into monsters. Perhaps we will go after all. Aha! I'm ready. Strange man? Why are you down there? Huh? Wee. Mad masquerade. We're so very sorry to have kept you waiting. I've been gravely... crap. Nah! Tell me, how did you fare? Were the townspeople all interested in attending the cottage? Yes. Sounds like they were simply trembling with excitement. And to think no small few wished to transfigure themselves, oh, what joyous occasion! And they would be give themselves so willingly. Why did they ever think to simply take this human form before? Who are you really? I suppose you've earned an answer for your compliance. I really must thank you for being so gullible. I did not realize there was another clown in town. Papa Gruff, my darling. It looks like all your hard work has finally paid off. Indeed, my beloved. All proceeds pays. Once I've finished settling matters here, we shall enjoy a magnificent feast. Oh dear, dear. I appear to be confused. While the effects of the potion I gave you lasted only a short while, the potion we've brewed for the townsfolk is a touch more potent. With but a single sip, none shall return to their original form. We shall harvest the dread that overwhelms their feeble minds. When they discover this truth and use it to summon forth our brethren, then we shall have a night of devilry at long last. The Gruffs will be the envy of all Voidsend and live as royalty. All is falling into place just as I schemed. The creature is monitoring you, motioning at you hysterically. What could it be trying to say? Ah, yes, the investigator from the Adventurers Guild. The fool drank our potion with all the concerned newborn babe. How fitting he will remain just as helpless for the rest of his days. Even as we speak, the townsfolk are lining up to be transformed, blissfully unaware of the monstrous fate that awaits them. And we owe it all to you. Ah, indeed. You've done jolly good work this day. Oh, my sweet, you've never looked more dashing. Seeing as you've met us you well in hand, I returned home to a little honeycomb, ready to feast on my hard-working husband. Well then, I best be off to finish my preparations. 'Twill be a night to remember. You poor thing. Lost child at wit's end. Perhaps I can be of assistance. Ha! Who this? New phone. Why do you look at me with mistrustful eyes, dear? Your dubiation is quite misplaced. There's something off about you. Ah, is this how you always treat newly met strangers? What if I told you I have a remedy to dispel this enchantment? Ooh. Here, drink this. Given the situation, I do not blame you for being wary of gifts from a stranger, but I will gladly drink it myself should that ease your concern. It worked! Give my thanks! A pleasure to make your acquaintance. I wish we had met under better circumstances, as your fiendish friend explained amidst his gloating. I'm an investigator working for the Adventurers Guild. I knew that red-nosed charlatan would be up to no good. He would take advantage of the season's festivities as he did once before. Yet for all my vigilance, here I am, his very first victim. Oh, the shame of it all. 'Tis as a spear piercing my very soul. But thanks to you, I'm free of that foul enchantment. I owe you my life, miss. I fear you'd sooner forget a name as unremarkable as my own. I am but a passing woman of science. May I assume that you are the selfsame individual who created the remedy? You may indeed. 'Tis a remedy which has required no small amount of fine-tuning. A frog tongue here, a rat's tail there, but I will spare you the details. Rest assured, the townsfolk too shall be returned to their original forms, with a sufficient dose. As fortune will have it, I made plenty for everyone in case such a tragedy were before the city. Now, if you would be so kind as to distribute the remedy to those in need, investigator. Understood. I know not your motives, but I will not look a gift chocobo in the beak. This is the best hand we have to play. I will accept full responsibility for the outcome, whatever it may be. While I tend to the townspeople, may I entrust you with the capturing of a crafty clown? Stores of the remedy I'd like to run dry should they claim too many victims. In that case, I will remain here to assist. Excellent. Once I've administered the remedy to the afflicted, I shall await you in Miketa's amphitheater. It will be no easy feat to apprehend Purplegraph. I have no doubt he will be expecting you to come after him. That is why I propose you give him a taste of his own medicine with a disguise. Ideally, the disguise should be one dear to him, on whom you would let down his guard around. What's more, I would suggest someone whose appearance you can recall clearly. I can recall Purplegraph's appearance clear as day. His love and joy, perfect. He'd never suspect his dear wife. When you're certain his guard is down, give him one of my special cookies. I've baked an ingredient that will return him to his natural demonic form. Though I wish I could do more to help. I'm more than a simple doctor. An adventurer of your obvious talents. A little more than a simple doctor. An adventurer of your obvious talents is far better suited and accustomed to such risky undertakings. When you're ready, I shall provide you with a dose of my own transformative mixture. It shan't be hard to locate Purplegraph. Knowing he prepares for the night of devilry, I suspect he will be waiting for more void scent to gather. As such, he is most likely hiding in the vicinity of the riverbank. Out of sight and out of mind, he will no doubt have returned to his guise as the Revenger's Guild investigator, so as not to arouse suspicion. Now recall an image of his beloved in your mind's eye, and I shall weave it into reality with the power of alchemy. Yes. Remember, once you've found Purplegraph, use whatever guile you can muster to trick him, then offer him my special treat. Huh? Randomly just becoming another person. Very good. Oh, my sweet Snowberry. I thought you had returned home. Sort of miss. Da 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 da. Don't tell me. Is it because I didn't return to your goodbye kiss? No, I'm easily flustered. Besides, my love, our plans would be in tatters should a passerby catch us sharing an intimate moment. Why, I merely wanted to make sure you were safe and sound, dearest. You're not quite telling yourself, dear. Something the matter. You came all this way because you were worried about me. Oh, I'm not worthy of such caring succubus. But fear not. Your beloved has everything under control. Thanks to the wide-eyed adventurer, the idiot humans are drinking our concoction in droves. You better not be lying, darling. Believe me, there's not to be concerned about. I must say you're rather intimidating today. Must have worked up an appetite with all this scheming. You always know just what I need. Moments ago I was thinking what I wouldn't give for a snack. I knew you were cunning. If I didn't know better, I'd say you're a mind reader as well. Oh, stop it, you make me blush. For you, darling, I've baked up a plate of cookies. Here, have a bite. Cookies, my favorite. Well then, don't mind if I do. Goodness, it smells delicious. Oh, how I love a treat for my sweet... Nom. What is this? What is the meaning of this? Why, you conniving little... You may have put damp on my plans, but all is not lost. Yes, if I start again now, it can be ready in time for supper. Surely you jest. All Saints' Wake is meant for all to partake and enjoy. You... It cannot be! The great god of legend herself! You poor misguided soul. Gone are days where you might wreak havoc as you please. This truth they will drill into your head, slowly and meticulously, until there's naught else you can think of. Have I frightened you, child? Forgive me, such was not my intention. I wish only for man and monster to enjoy the revelry of All Saints' Wake in equal measure. Nothing more. For a mercy, his mischief-making was brought to a halt. Thanks in no small part for your efforts. But if the day's festivities are to be cancelled, despite all we have done, townspeople would still suffer his transgressions. He has caused much grief, and I will punish him accordingly. So I ask you that you place your faith in me and follow the festival to continue as planned. There will be no further disruptions. You have my word. Okay, I trust you. You have my gratitude. Perhaps you should appraise the real Adventurers Guild investigator of the present situation. He said he would await you at Miketta's amphitheater, as I recall. Once you've done so, come and speak with me. There's somewhere I would like to take you. I will recompense for all the trouble this ill-mannered child has caused. Until then... Just 20 of the same person just kind of hanging out. Love it. Adventurous investigator. Ah, there you are. You'll be relieved to hear that I finished administering the remedy to all the afflicted. But tell me, how did matters fare on your end? The fiend has been reverted to his true impish form, I see. While eccentric as though she may be, the doctor claims she can keep him on a leash. I believe her. When a surplus of curative potions, I can see no reason why the costume quartet should not continue. I will of course remain vigilant for other disturbances. Your assistance has truly been invaluable, my friend. With this trouble now behind us, I trust you will take at least a moment's respite. Why not spend it donning the guise of monstrous and mischievous creatures? Woo! So you remembered my request. I am pleased. As I mentioned earlier, there's somewhere I would like to take you, but I'm afraid it's a place not easily reached. When you're ready to depart, pray speak with the usher here. He will escort you. Ah, you must be the guest of honor. If it please you, I shall escort you immediately. Okay. I shall take my leave first. Make the preparations necessary to receive you. Do not be alarmed by what you see, child. We shall not be far behind. Now, if you would follow me. Where is this? Oh my god, that's super cool. Where are you? Accepting guests from Marvelous Masquerade. No thank you. Whoa. That's super awesome. Oh, I'm so happy to finally have a real Halloween event again. Ah, that's so good. Welcome to my humble abode. Surprised to see I have a home of my own, are you? Even the Great Gourd needs a place to rest her head. I've never invited a mortal to my home before. Consider this my show of thanks for ensuring All Saints' Wake could be celebrated this year unimpeded. You may come yourself at home and stay as long as you like. If you are concerned about Papa Gruff, don't be. He and I have come to an understanding. Some children must simply learn the hard way. I think that's what they were going for with that line. Like, as a witch. Because it's spooky. Spooky time. Ooh. Da 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 da. Oh. Whoa. That's a bit much. I don't think I want to read all of those out. That is something that I will experience on my own time, I think. Oh, I love it. Actually, those floor decorations and stuff, those decals, you can, or at least you could get them from this event. It's so cool. I love it. I love when they use these events to give us really interesting costume designs too. It's a couple of maps now. Oh, right, that's the farmable one. Must be for this vendor. Yes, exactly. Oh wait, no, actually not for this vendor, huh? Then who? These are... Oh, these are prisms. Oh. There isn't an event token vendor. Interesting. That quest is worth a whopping 20 gil. Amazing. Oh. There's an emote? What is this emote? Show it to me. Pumpkin pleasantries. Ah, nom. Oh, I love it. I need to get that on my main. Ah, that's so good. That's so cool. Ah, that's awesome. In any case, I think I'll have to cut stream here, unfortunately, even though we did start a bit later than usual. So everything is going to end up being a bit shorter today. But I did barely sleep more than 3 hours, and I'm really tired. In any case, thank you everyone for watching. If you'd enjoyed this, leave a follow, leave a subscribe on YouTube, I don't know. A like, a comment. Like, comment, and subscribe! I can't believe I'm doing calls to action. In any case, it would really help me out if you could do any of those things. Or if you could simply come by and watch the stream live. Every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, starting from usually 6 p.m. Whatever Berlin time is, so Central European time or summertime, respectively. Good night.